Good Sunday morning, 42 degrees, raining. They're all fed. Appears to be kind of light out here, doesn't it? That's because I didn't sleep well. Well, I didn't get to sleep, I should say. Then I couldn't get my butt out of bed. But I'm out of bed. I'm half done feeding. 3/4 done, whatever. Second clip here. First one went way long. I rambled. It's gone. I got a bale up on the deck last night. I got those girls fed. Nice. Gonna rain harder while I'm out here. And yes, I'm still gonna turn the light on. I can see most of what's in here, but 2 reasons for turning the light on in the morning. Yeah, that's one reason. And the other isn't for blue. Just to make sure there's no cows left in here, and kind of do a glance around and make sure there's no little parts, shall we say. As we're getting close, 99.9% sure we haven't gotten any white mold into any hay that they've gotten, since they can't have it. But I still want to look around, because if I find something out here, then I got to figure out who it came from. Just like if they went full term, gotta know who it was. So it looks like we'll be feeding. Other 2 feeders got enough in them, but I don't want to leave a dead empty feeder in here. The other 2 feeders got the row that's between the poles in the feed barn, or in the big bale barn, that isn't quite as good, and that was one of the better bales. So anyway, there's 2 minutes. We'll see what happens the rest of the day. Maybe doing some honeydew work, but she just got the rug back in the living room and that all cleaned up yesterday, and Christmas tree up in the corner, our Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And what she wants me to do is get the molding done on the concrete wall where Scott sheetrocked for us. And unfortunately, to put that molding up, I gotta drill into the concrete, put concrete bolts in there, and that makes a hell of a mess. I mean, I do it without making too much of a mess, but it still makes a mess. Good morning, Wally. What you say? Good morning, cowboy. Yeah, always tell him good morning. Good morning, gentlemen. Do we have a light burnt out? Looks a little dark under there. I'm gonna guess we do. That one's on. Ones over my head are all on. Why? If that one's an LED light. That one's one of them corkscrew pieces of shit. So's that one, so's that one, so's that one. That one's out. There's one right there and it's not on. I think that one's the last one in the run, but it sure seems dark under there. Oh well. Somebody's pushing his limits on where he can go. He had his front feet up on railroad tie there, and then he was going to kind of step it on that post, so he got a little vibration in his neck. Collars have really worked out well, but they got to be put on him. He's pushing his limits there too. Funny thing is, he was with his front feet up on that railroad tie. He had his head turned staring right at me while I got my finger on the button on his remote. These 2 at the moment are staying down here. Ty dug all that hair off of him out by the feed barn the other day, and now look at him. I think she screwed up his molting. So anyway, It quit raining. Bandit, you gone far enough. Come back. Little shits last night. They didn't have their training collars on yesterday. Ended up getting my finger in the right place. Ended up clear up there on the edge of the concrete last night when I let them out before I went to bed. It's like, really? At least it wasn't raining too hard. It was kind of chilly though. Anyway, maybe kind of a screw off day. Ty didn't have a very good night, so she ain't gonna be here today. More of those cysts bursting in her ovary. Gotta love our healthcare system. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, she'd have been in within a month of when they decided they were going to do her hysterectomy. It would have been that quick, maybe even quicker. I mean, if they were 6 weeks out, that was a rarity. Now, what have we been? 6 months? And she gets the same answer every time. Well, you should hear from scheduling in a few weeks. Well, you can't get on the schedule when they don't call you. And it's not like you can call them. If you do call them, they have to call you back. And you ain't going to get scheduled till they call you back. So, I mean, it ain't the doctor's fault. It's the system's fault. But it just makes you want to punch the doctor in the face because he's the one that says, yeah, we'll get it done. It'll be done. It was supposed to have been done somewhere between August and September. It ain't even going to be done before Christmas or New Year's. So, anyway, that's my rant. It was a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I don't know why they didn't put something on top. That was like 2 feet we cut off the top. And it was supposed to get an angel or a star on top. But, a couple more days for it to kind of be done, right? But we do got that much out here. Anyway, this is our poor Charlie Brown tree. Now I'm wondering how well my plan's going to be. Because the cooling fins, the way this is made, my plan is to mount it like that. It's going to let that fill full of water. Then if it freezes, you know what'll happen. Maybe we'll just go straight out. I don't know. But I did find it's a short piece. That's my plan, was to angle it. I may just make it go straight out so it will drain off. And I wasn't going to go quite that far out, but might have to. Becky says, well, can you not make it all permanent, set it up and see the angle you want? Make sure. Yeah, I'm not going to be out there 25 feet in the air in the middle of the night trying to hold that light in the right spot and see what happens. Ideally, it would go on the pole, but getting power to it there is the issue. Or put it on the end of the feed barn, which really isn't going to get much. Well, it might get more than it will off the end of the machine shed. I don't know. I really don't. Figure it out. It may still go on the feed barn. I can run a wire there. Except then it'll probably run off of the lights. Which isn't a bad idea anyway. I mean, that's the closest power I got is to one of those lights, and they're all low use in there. And this one takes 0.4 of an amp. Shouldn't hurt nothing. But anyway, I'll go in because Ron is on his way with his wife and son, so we can do our little Christmas thing here for a little bit. Do it while they got the chance, and while we we just do it when we can. Put her in, already let the pups out to go potty and lock them back up. And Red and Blue will probably go in that cage. They don't need to be in the house. You already seen what Red looks like. I swear, you take 10 steps and drops a half a dog on the ground. So maybe get you a little. Oh, and by the way, we're pushing 4 1/4 now. It was just under 4 last night. They're whining at me. They already got fed. They want fed. And I hear the steers begging me to feed them. So, Ron and Katie stopped by with their son. Had our Christmas get together. It was good. A few hours, which was good. Ron sent me a picture a little bit ago. Boy's playing with what he got for Christmas. Becky got him some kind of sand that doesn't make a big mess. Different colors. He's having a blast with it. That's what it's for. And they left. And Becky and I got a bite to eat. And got to watching TV. And yeah, that's a retie on number 6. So it's loose, so it doesn't want to cut. And yes, my knife isn't sharp, so yes, I'm cheating. But see, the rest of these cuts right through. Anyway, yeah, shouldn't have sat there and watched TV so long. Because they think they should have already been in here. And I didn't get any farther with the deal for that light. Hope you guys are counting these. Did I quit counting? No, I know. That's number 6 I just grabbed. Always count them. You come up with 5, or you didn't cut 5, and you still come up with 5, look and see why. Because if it's the bale that was behind one that got missed, twine might be stuck in the bale someplace and it wasn't where you cut. Down because I needed both hands. Got rid, man. Had a hold of one of the twine. I was to the end of it in my hand, and I needed to get the other 5 caught up. Kind of need both hands for that. But we'll see if we can make these girls happy for a little bit. Then finish feeding. And I think I was talking earlier about really would like to put that light up on that. But one, there's no power, other than what's up there, and they might frown on it if I tried hooking into that. I mean, I could do it. I just don't think they'd like it very much. There used to actually be power. Get out of their way. Came from the peak to that pole. I can just see where the insulator is, just below the top of the conduit. I went down to the next pole, and I went to the old pump house that was at the spring. But the well went in 72, so it must have been 72. Blue? You dumbass. 74? Must have been when we finished taking the power out to it. And then later, since the spring had pretty well dried up at that point in time, not in 74, I'm talking like in the 90s. May even been since then. Anyway, the spring pretty much wasn't doing anything anymore. And knocked the old house off the foundation, knocked the foundation in, and salvaged what we could. There's a concrete culvert up there, that was part of it. I was able to get one out without breaking it. The next one down, it broke. And the lid's laying over here too. Lid's right there. They'll get a use someplace sometime. So anyway, hasn't been any power off there for a long time. If it was still to the pole, it'd be easy. It was only 110 anyway. But I don't think I have any wire that will work to run out there. I don't want to run Romex across that. I think that's a little far of a span for Romex to carry safely. Of course, it was the old single wire insulated that ran out there. But I did have, I might not still have, I don't know, I did have a regular residential drop cable. I don't know if it's still around or not. If it's still around, I mean, that's still an option. But anyway, like usual, you've seen my day. Well, most of it. Yeah, some of it you don't get to see. I thought about doing a little video while they were here, but, you know, some things are for us. Some things are for everybody. I think I walked in here just in time. Just in time to have it start raining harder. All it's done is dribble. Just enough to keep things wet. Hasn't hardly added to the gauge at all. But anyway, they want fed and I need both hands for that. So thank you for watching. Hope everybody had a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a great Monday. And those that have to work this week, do what you got to do. Those that don't have to go to work tomorrow, enjoy time with your family and remember why. Christmas isn't just for getting things. It's all about giving.